As we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland.
Keep playing hard.
Ready up.
53, check 53. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
61, max box, lights.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Hicks. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Hicks. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rip left, rip left.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. To throw on second down. Hicks. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hicks. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Looking to throw. Hicks. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check the backer, check the backer.
Go out.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over. Come on, man, let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Lock now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I got you. Check, 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 check.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a carry for Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Tight go, tight go, tight go.
955. Hey, eat.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check right. Step.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
All day, every day, any day.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
5-7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Hicks. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Alpha. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Hicks. And that will be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Shoot.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill, kill, kill.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Set, 8, read. 5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A little juke. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Ready,
So
ready.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Speed grip.
Operating from the gun. Hits. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check 3. Safe.
Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hicks. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry right now. General West. Hey, Charlie. 55.
Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking, he's checking.
You draw Corker. Ready.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready, set.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell Providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the set.
Boy, 43. Check, 43. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready, break.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Hicks. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Lock now. Nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kenny Young came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Clock now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the 25 on second down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's locked, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Shoot! What?
Fair. Go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. They can't hang with us.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, exit. Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Here's Locke to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Locke looks to throw it again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. 8 read.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Hicks. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Matchbox lights.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Hicks. It's caught, Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Let's get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Hicks. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Undercrunch. Wide. Get wide. Now.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 24.
Alert 3.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the twist. Mike's 43. All day, baby.
General West.
Patsy.
Off play action. Hicks. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Hicks, and a pressure gets to him again. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Locke going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On 1st down, Hicks. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Bound to lose one.
5.
Looking to throw. Hicks. Now they go screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Hicks looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Block. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke on the bootleg. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Raiders 13, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go. 8-3.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Get it.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.